Hola, it's me, Trashcan.
What's up, guys? So there's a lot of people asking for a dedicated Parasol Ice Beam video. So especially because you guys showed the last LAPRAS guide so much love, I decided to make an extended in-depth guide for you guys. This time we're on the right side, which is a bit weird to watch. Unfortunately, this happens in Spectator sometimes. Just bear with it. Maybe we'll get used to it eventually. We are going to go top lane this time, which in my opinion is the best lane for LAPRAS. Now, if you're facing a Dodrio, Zorik, or Shifu, in lane, kind of these weak laners, I highly recommend stopping their scores because your Whirlpool and Ice Shard you want to use after your Whirlpool, but you will stop their scores for a very long time, getting them to very low health, and then you can just kill them. However, this time we're facing an Umbreon, or not an Umbreon, Delphox and a Squirtle in lane, and they have very weak LAPRAS. Their stacking is not very good, so I can literally just go stack on them. It does not matter. So this lane is very important to keep track of your lane matchups, what lanes you can stack into, what lanes you should kind of A-press instead, because obviously my stacking is going to be way better than these guys if they go stacking items. So it's also important to keep track of the jungler. A lot of people forget to do that, and the enemy team has a Dragapult this game, so I know their clear is going to be very slow versus like a Leafeon that could be in lane by like 9:30. And I have a pretty good idea he's going to be top because he hasn't showed bot yet. So I'm just going to rip the bees, pop my X speed to get back to pad. That's why I was saving my X speed before. And unfortunately, the Umbreon's going to go down here because he did not have the same awareness as me. However, you can see the power of stacking. Now I'm level 5, even though the lane phase didn't go that well. We're going to focus on stopping all their scores and hitting the Parasol on all 3 of them. Unfortunately, it was impossible to stop one of those scores, but that was played pretty much perfectly. And we killed 2. We're almost level 6. So there, it was very important to keep in mind that I was focusing very hard on stopping all their scores as long as possible in the 1v3. Stopping scores is so important, and people still don't know how important it is. Scoring gives so much experience to enemy team, and it's also how you win the game. So getting better at stopping those scores is key to improving as a player. And a lot of pad defenses are very doable, like that one. It wasn't even that hard if you watch me play it back. So keeping in mind how to do that is very important. Another thing I want you guys to keep in mind that I'm doing is I'm auto attacking a lot. Make sure to weave your auto attacks in. For beginners, I recommend trying to auto attack just in between every ability to start out with. And then once you get better, you can kind of learn how to do it better. It's also, we're hard winning, but we're not going to overplay on their side. A lot of people waste a lot of time and tempo playing on the enemy team's side of the map. Versus if you go back to your side, you heal up, you farm, you're going to be extremely high level just from, like, we already were on their side, we took their farm, we scored earlier. So there's no point in staying there. We should just go farm our side, heal up, and that would be way more efficient than trying to kill him in their speed flux zone because it's very hard. So you can see that's what we did here, and now we can just come back way higher level than them because we went back and farmed our side. And now I'm going to be level 9. Even though we were 2v3, the jungler ganked us, and I'm hitting level 9 at 7 minutes. So here, I'm just Unite moving to kill him because it's a good Unite move timer since we already got the bot one. It's probably going to be hard to force the top one, or even if we do, we're going to break pad, and it's going to be fairly easy. So unfortunately, they did send 3 people up here, and my Umbreon's dead. So now I'm just going to kite out. After killing one, they can't really kill me. Kiting into bushes is important. Keep that in mind too against auto attackers like Dragapult. And now I'm just going to try to farm my Unite move back very fast. I can score and then go for mid bees, go for bottom bees. However, I do get caught out by this Dragonite. I did not know they were E-speed. So if I did know that, I would have saved my Ice Beam, but in the future I can do that. Probably just whatever move they were, either way should have saved my Ice Beam and I would have lived there and killed them. So now that we respawn, I do have Unite move back, just from the score, and I'm just going to Unite move immediately from base, all the way to just push this top Reggie in. So you can see, even though we died, we're keeping really good tempo. And what tempo is, if you're confused, is keeping good pressure across the map. So even though we died, we're on the map immediately with LAPRAS Unite. And obviously, they have no vision of me, so they had no clue this was coming, and we absolutely demolished them with the element of surprise. The enemy team just wasn't even there in top lane because we show up so fast. They were not ready for it. We're just going to score lock to get our Unite move back. And now is a good time to start going over the combo with Parasol and Ice Beam for you guys on what you should do for secures and when fighting an enemy Pokemon. So what you want to do is you want to Ice Beam first when they are in range, because this will slow them and stun them. So Ice Beam has a very big range. You can do this, and as soon as they're in range, you want to Ice Beam and then start your Parasons, and then you want to boost the auto in between every Parason. On farm, your best secure is going to be your third Parason comboed with the tick damage from Ice Beam. So what you want to do when the objective is getting low is to use your Ice Beam for the tick damage, and you have to make sure to time this very well because it will run out, and then your third Parason does the most damage. So you want to build up your Parasons to have your third Parason ready. Obviously not all the time you're going to be able to do this, so don't like risk doing this if you're not going to be able to do it. Sometimes you just want to use your first tick of Parasol because that's all you can build up. And if you saw my tournament highlight video yesterday where I got MVP of Twitch Rivals, I did just exactly that, where I secured with just the first tick of Parasol because I knew I wasn't going to be able to build up in time. But knowing your ideal secure for when you get that ahead of time and you have the time to build up your ideal secure is very important, because it is going to be a way better secure. So anyways, back to the video. So we just went to farm Alterias right behind after we pushed the top Reggie in, because Alterias are your best friend as Lapras, because you want to get your Unite move back fast. You have one of the fastest Unite moves in the game, so always going for those Alteria spawns, knowing when they spawn is very important. They spawn every single minute and 30 seconds, and in mid they'll spawn a minute 30 seconds after you kill them. So there you can see I used my Ice Beam as the Dragonite landed, so there's nothing you can do. He's just going to be perma-stunned off the Ice Beam, because if you perfectly time it, it's unplayable with him using Unite move and being standing still. They show 3 top total. I already killed one, so I'm just going to blow my Unite move to ensure I live, because my team is just getting the bottom objective now, and I can easily farm another Unite move to use if I use it at this timer. So keeping track of your good Unite move timers, I might not have gotten the best value out of that, but because it's a good timer for me, it's still a very worth Unite move. So now I'm just going to wait for the mid Alterias to spawn, because they should be spawning soon if you're keeping track of timers. I'm going to zone for my team a little bit as I wait for it to spawn. Now that they spawned, I'm going to get them, and if they show a lot top, I'm going to try to score bot. So at this point, I only see 1 showing on vision on the map for us, and then once I see 3, I pop my X speed and go to score. Unfortunately, the D-Knight caught me in my path, which is very unfortunate, so I'm just gonna have to fight him. There's no way he wins this 1v1. I mean, I guess respect for trying to win it, but he does get me very low and gets my focus band, but this is a timer, so it doesn't matter if they proc your focus band here, because it's 3:30, you'll get your focus band back for Rayquaza, which that actually helps me a lot, because now I can fight without fear of losing my focus band after 3 minutes, which normally you'd want to play safer to kind of save your focus band so you can have that for Rayquaza fight, because your focus band heals so much, you really want to have it for Rayquaza. But now I can kind of fight free of inhibition from losing this focus band. So just keeping track of your timers really help you out when you're doing stuff like this. I'm going to die and give a lot of XP back here, unfortunately, but I did distract all 3 of them for my teammates to kill the Blastoise in the back, so it's not that bad. We're still holding this Reggie, which is good. The Glaceon does Unite very late, which is kind of bad, and the Slowbro Unite, so when I saw this, I was like, oh boy, I'm going to have to carry this game. So my biggest priority is going to be to get as many levels as possible before the Rayquaza. However, it doesn't look like I'll be able to hit level 15, so just hitting level 14, I can just go here and fight because they're pushing the pad to hit my level 14. I actually don't even have to farm that much. I'm just going to get this to kind of ensure my 14. Once I get this, I'll just kind of trickle 14, or I just need one more farmer kill to get it. They do rip the Reggie, but I recognize they're going to try to push the pad here, so I hit a huge Ice Beam on 3 people, so using vision control like that is very, very important. And because it's 210, I figure I can just use my Lapras Unite because it's such a short timer, and I'm going to kill them at 2 minutes, so they're going to be dead for the Rayquaza spawn. And now they're just absolutely fucked. So, again, keeping track of timers, because I have one of the fastest Unite moves in the game, I recognize that is huge value for me to use my Unite move there. And it's going to stall them for so long. My team is just going to rip the Rayquaza to half, force them in, and now they just come in and die again. I hit my Ice Beam. And yeah, playing around vision was key there as well. A lot of people still don't know how to play around vision. They just got the Reggie. They're clearly going to push the pad. So you get a huge engage on them because they don't know you're in the pad. Just don't let them know you're in the pad, and you're going to kill all of them like I did there with a 3-man Ice Beam. So now we just keep baiting them in. They keep running in one by one, and we're just going to keep killing them. I'm level 15 Lapras, unkillable at this point. And now I'm just going to try to kill as many people as possible because we have a huge lead. So I'm making sure to kill him because there's nothing they can do if we just run to kill him instead of hitting the Rayquaza. And yep, now we got the Rayquaza. Virtually unplayable for them that last minute after I hit that huge engage in the bush. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. This is the first time I've done an extended guide for a Pokemon. So if you guys want to see stuff like this where I go in depth on a Pokemon even past the first video, make sure to show this video lots of love, and I can do that on future videos. Like I've seen a lot of people request for another Zoroark guide with voiceovers, so I could maybe do that if this video gets lots of love, gets lots of support, like, subscribe, all that jazz, comment, then I'll probably make a Zoroark video in the next week or so. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you in the next one.